Hello there, fellow captains. This is Connor, and welcome to my little theory video. So those of you who do not know, Dreadnought was supposed to, at one point, have a single-player story-driven campaign. Of course, that didn't come to pass, which makes me eternally sad. It would have been so awesome. But now I'm going to speculate on what could have been, or what might have actually already been in the works. Now, there's not a great deal of information out there, or lore in general around the Dreadnought universe, but from what I've gathered over reading a few articles over the past couple of weeks, I've got a general idea of how the universe is laid out, the factions, how things progress for humanity, that type of thing. So what I'll do first of all is give you a brief backstory on one of the major factions in the Dreadnought universe, the transhumans. A long time ago, humanity was on its last legs. Disease, famine, they were rampant. Humanity was having one hell of a hard time with it, and honestly, extinction was on the horizon. But then the transhumans arrived, and I'm not entirely sure what the transhumans are. They sound like some sort of machine hybrid race with humanity, I believe, or from some other forum posts I've read on the Dreadnought forums. Some people believe that they were a colony of humans that either exited our solar system and developed very quickly technology-wise, then returned to the Earth to assist humans or just to visit their ancestors or their relatives, basically. And they helped humanity. They helped recultivate the land. They stopped people from dying of disease because they had super advanced technology and medicines. And then humanity got back on its legs, got back on its feet. It's all good. You know, that's the one thing you want to do is have humanity back on its feet. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So then they did more. The transhumans started helping humanity in other ways. For example, they went to Mars, they went to Venus, they terraformed both of them so that they were fit for human life. Humans started colonizing these two planets, and humanity started to grow and grow and grow. Their numbers increased, their technology increased because they were working alongside transhuman scientists and just in general transhumans, and everything increased. Everything improved for them. There was no famine, no disease, and they had new ships that were better than the previous ones. Everything was great. Everything was amazing. While all this was going on, the transhumans were moving further and further towards the edges of our solar system. And as they moved, they created these massive superstructures, as you can see in game. And also these massive warp gates, which I'm assuming would probably lead them back to wherever they came from. You know, one point connected to another, that type of thing. And then they arrived at Neptune and declared that Neptune would be their new homeworld. But humanity did not like this, and this is the part I don't get. I remember reading a forum post where someone said, oh, the transhumans were looking to kind of assimilate humanity and make them what they were. Humanoids combined with machine. But I'm not sure whether that's true. I mean, it does sound like it would instigate a war. But whatever happened, humanity weren't happy with the fact that the transhumans wanted to take Neptune as their homeworld. So a kind of war began, and then the transhumans up and disappeared. I'm not sure where to, but they just disappeared. This is the point where our story begins. So after the disappearance of the transhuman technology became a massive market. You could sell their tech for a lot of credits. There were companies like Oberon that were reverse engineering transhuman tech into ships, into medicine, into agriculture, technology, just everything and anything you can think of. So finding these artifacts of the transhumans was a massive moneymaker and also very dangerous. So all these corporations started popping up, as well as governments from the different planets that the transhumans helped the humans colonize, terraform, and a war began between the corporations, between the governments, and this was the Great Solar War. Now, many of these captains that fought during the Great Solar War were not happy with the war. They thought it was petty. In fact, they knew it was petty because it was, and they left, and they became mercenaries from Sinley Bay. Sinley Bay being the hub of the game itself, where you leave to undertake missions as a captain of Sinley Bay. So I'll begin how I kind of think the story would begin and how it would end. So, of course, at the start, you be some rookie captain who arrives and you're given these trivial missions that just allow you to maybe rank up, gain more XP, get better modules for your ship. Of course, you're going to start off with a tier 1 ship, But eventually, of course, you'll get to tier 5, and the game allows you to choose what ship class or type you want. But the missions you're given early on are pretty routine. Protect cargo haulers from pirates, destroy pirates, outposts and stations, attack convoys, take the technology for whoever is employing you, and then you are eventually hired by a mysterious broker that wants you to recover a transhuman artifact. Now they would have you believe that this artifact is nothing of interest, just a routine excavation mission you've been hired to undertake for some credits. But it turns out whenever you arrive at the site where the artifact is said to be, you're attacked by a group that have some transhuman tech combined with their ships, so they're advanced. But with a little trouble, a lot of shells, and a lot of fire, you take out the enemy ships. You bring the relic back to the employer, and it turns out it's not so simple as that. This artifact is transhuman in nature, of course, but it's not just something run-of-the-mill. This is a key to the transhuman warp gates. The warp gates that will allow the transhumans back into our solar system. Those forces that attacked you originally when you went to get the artifact, they were actually rebels trying to stop you from bringing it back to whoever the employer is. The employer turns out to be one of the CEOs and one of the leads of Oberon, and they want to bring the transhuman back. They want more technology, they want more power, and they want to become whatever the transhuman are, machine crossed with man. So of course, you retreat with the artifact, you do not hand it over, you take it back, and you're on the run. Suddenly all these Oberon ships and battle groups appear, trying to take you out, and you have to defend yourself. You return to Sinley Bay eventually, let Bix, who is I believe the leader of Sinley Bay, in on what the transhumans are planning, or what Oberon are planning. Well, technically it's probably both. The leader of Oberon is probably working with some sort of transhuman agent that is looking an invasion of our solar system to take place. Bix arranges that all of the captains of Sinley Bay will band together to fight this threat, and there's a massive space battle that ends with the Oberon fleet being destroyed, but there may be a cliffhanger where it's not completely over. Maybe there were some, I'm not sure, transhuman forces left in our system, and that would lead up to an expansion that would possibly introduce a new faction that would give us transhuman ships. That would be pretty cool. But that's just my thoughts. It's pretty generic, as you know, a game that's mainly focused on multiplayer probably would have a story that generic and run-of-the-mill, but I think it would be interesting just to undertake mercenary missions, a different variety of missions that could be available. That's really what I was interested in. The whole story thing itself, I mean, I just really want to know more about the universe that the Dreadnought game is set in. But let me know what you guys think. I want to keep this video as short as possible, so seriously, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I'm really interested to hear. Maybe you have some information I don't, or just maybe you have some really cool ideas. But just as I end the video, let me get in some dirty self-promotion. I currently have a Patreon set up. I have 4 patrons at the moment. That is awesome, guys. Thank you very much. Their names are on screen, and it means a lot to me. It really, really does. I'm trying to get a goal of 20 patrons, so if you can make that happen, guys, that would be very awesome. But just before I go, let me just say join the Discord. That would be pretty cool. We can talk about things, get games going, and other stuff. It's not just Dreadnought that we talk about, or that I'm interested in. But yes, enjoy whatever it is you're playing, and of course, like always, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.